Today I'm putting strings on these Genesis bows for my NASP team, replacing them with some vapor trails. And once I get the strings put on and everything back to spec, I always tie in a nock set. It's important for these bows that you tie in an adjustable nock set, as far as I'm concerned, so you can move this nock up and down the string. It's really the only tuning you can do other than playing with the timing and the idler wheel, the lean on the idler wheel. But anyways, I'm gonna get these strings changed out, and then I'm gonna show you a real neat way to tie in a nock set that works real well. And give me a few minutes and we'll have these strings on, and then we'll put that nock set on. Here's some materials we're going to use. Brownell number 4 serving. You can use anything, but this is what I have to use for this. So that's what I want to use. Use a couple of nocks. Something to cut the serving with. A lighter. And a bow square. The bow square I'm going to use when this is all said and done to, I usually start with my nocks at 1/2 inch high on these NASP bows. So we're going to bring it on in even closer so you can see exactly what I'm going to do. Okay, now I've got zoomed in here to the area where we're going to tie the nock set. So I'm going to take one of my nocks and about a foot of serving material, maybe a little more, a little less. I always like to give myself plenty, as you'll see, to have a little bit to tighten with, and makes it easier to wrap. I'm going to run a piece of serving across the top of the string there, and then I'm going to hold it in place with a nock. I'm going to take my other nock, I'm going to make a loop with the serving. And I'm going to knock that in place. You can see I have a loop here. Now I'm just going to take this tag in that's in between the nocks, and I'm going to wrap it. It's important that you wrap this nock set in the direction that your center serving is put on. This particular center serving is wrapped this way, going down the string. So coming towards me, under and over like that, going down the string. So that's the way I'm going to wrap it. So to start out, and I like to use 8 wraps on these because I tie in a big nock set for these. If you're concerned about speed on your hunting bow or 3D bow, you can do a lot less. Doesn't take a whole lot of, I don't put a whole lot of tension on here. Just wrap it. I'm not pulling it tight, I'm just making sure it's wrapped evenly and just a little bit snug. So there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So now I've got 8. Now I'm going to go right back over top of what I just wrapped and wrap back towards this top, back towards this green nock. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, now I'm here at the end. I'm going to hold all this in place. First I'm going to take the end of this serving and run it through this loop that we made with the nock. And I'm going to hold all that in place. Hold the nock set in place with my finger. Remove the nock. Keep holding it in place. Remove the bottom nock. And take this bottom tag in and pull tight. As you see, it pulls the loop underneath this knot. It won't pull it all the way through, but you just pull it tight. It'll double up under there. And there you go. It's tied on there. that won't come loose. We're going to cut this. This stuff is not the best to burn, but it does okay. I'm going to burn that down. Okay, now to get this to move, you got to work with it a little bit, but just start twisting it towards you a little bit and you'll feel it start to give way. As I roll it toward me, it's going to run down the string. It's on there pretty good, so okay, there we go. It's real close. It's just a shade lower than a ½ inch. So I've got that set. That's how you tie in a good adjustable nock set, and it's not going to go anywhere. You can't slide it up and down the string, but you can twist it up and down the string anywhere you want. You can put a bottom one in and then have you an excellent spot to index a loop.